Any suggestions on how to stay healthy during the Tony Robbins 4-day event? This is JJ Virgin, 4-time New York Times bestselling author, celebrity nutrition expert, and fitness Hall of Famer. I've been on a lifelong quest for answers to the toughest health questions. And now I'm sharing what I found with you. Welcome to Ask the Health Expert. Maria Puravita from Facebook asks, any suggestions on how to stay healthy during the Tony Robbins 4-day event? So I've been to the Tony Robbins events, and there's a reason they call it the Tony flu, and I've got some ways to fight that. And here's the thing. At the time of this recording, there are no Tony Robbins 4-day events or anyone else's for that matter, but we will have these, again, whether they're online or in person. And the bigger question here is how to stay healthy when you're kind of pushing the envelope. And I definitely have some suggestions for that. I'll be right back. All right. I still remember when I was gearing up to go to Tony Robbins' 4-day business mastery event out in Palm Beach, and I'd heard about the Tony flu. And I'm like, I am not getting the Tony flu. And so what did I do? And so this is honestly, I go to a lot of events, not right now, of course, but I'm going to events online, which it makes it a lot easier to do these things when you're home. But I have a little process, and it's what I do when I travel too. And it's basically how I roll is these following things. If I'm going to be somewhere in person, I make sure that I have things with me. So kind of behaving like a Girl Scout. I always have a big container for water, and I bring some extra powdered vitamin C. I have something called sparkling C with some quercetin in it, so that I'm making sure that I'm keeping my immune system strong all throughout. Plus, it tastes yummy. I also bring, and I find most of those places have water refill stations, so you're good. So get a big container for water. I also bring snacks with me. Now, not because I snack. If you've been around my block, I'm not big on snacking, but so that I'll use these as meals if I'm getting stuck. One of the things that Tony Robbins is notorious for is like you're just in there, and the only thing you may have an option to eat for a while is concession food, which I'm not putting in my temple. So I bring with me my bars, and I bring a variety of my bars: my dark chocolate coconut fiber bars, my all-in-one bars, my keto bars. So I bring those, and then I also bring some nuts. And you can also bring some grass-fed jerky. Shout out to my buddies over at Paleo Valley. So those are some of the easier things to bring. Maybe some fruit, nuts, jerky, bars, and especially great if you also bring a green drink with you. I like my girlfriend, Dr. Anna Kabeka's Mighty Maca. So you can do that. Bring some of that stuff with you, easy enough to add to the water bottle, and then you really have yourself covered. And that's basically what I want to make sure I do. I honestly, if I can go out to eat, I'm going to do it, but I want to know that if I get trapped, I am not stuck. And hey, it's also a great time now that you've gone through the Virgin diet, the sugar impact diet, and you've gotten yourself so that you are a good fat burner. You can go longer in between meals. Great time to do some intermittent fasting as well. Now, I am by nature an introvert, which means I recharge by myself, not with a big crowd. And so being in a big crowd for an extended period of time can zap my energy. And I know that about myself. You may be just the opposite, and you are in luck in these situations, but I am not. So since I know that about myself, I also build in time for just to be able to disconnect and be by myself. And that might be you walking out to a stairwell where no one is and just sitting down and doing some meditation. Might be going out for a walk solo, whatever it is that you need to do to take that disconnection time. If you need it, do it, plan it in, learn about yourself. I didn't know this at first about myself, and I had years of coming out of things just feeling absolutely wrecked. And then I realized, I just need to be by myself for a little bit. So I know it and I do it. All right. So we talked about your own food and water. And then I started talking about a couple things like greens and vitamin C. This is when I make sure that I'm getting my supplements in to make sure I stay immune strong, stay on my game, have great energy. So I always carry my supplements with me, always a good daily essential pack, good multivitamin mineral antioxidant formula with extra fish oil. I take extra vitamin D. I take extra magnesium. So make sure that you've got all that with you. You can be a little revved up at night. I also, I know some of these things go till like 12, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. I will not mess with my sleep. I won't. It's a non-negotiable for me. I won't mess with my sleep and I don't miss my exercise. So I make sure that I get my sleep, and I make sure I have my sleep candy supplement with me in case I need to make that shift. And I would also highly recommend bringing some glasses with you. If it is going into the evening, put on the red tinted blue blocker glasses to help your body start to shift, because you're in a really energizing environment and your brain's going to be lit up, which will make it hard to go to sleep. Coming back to your hotel, having a hot bath. If you got Epsom salts, bonus points, maybe a little lavender oil, putting the red glasses on, doing your sleep candy. Follow your sleep hygiene at night. I'm really good about having my habits the same wherever I am. Waking up in the morning, sunlight. I bring little bulletproof coffee pods, the whole thing. Then 2 more things. Make sure you're moving. At all these events, they have a lot of dancing. Great way to get some exercise in. Take advantage of that. Use the stairs, walk. And then another one is make sure you're layering so that you don't get overly cold. All right. And again, I'm not sure when these events are going to start back, but these are great things to use with whatever you're doing, whether you're traveling, whether you're doing online events at home, just making sure that you're prioritizing yourself and that your health goes above everything else. Remember, self-care is selfless. This is JJ with Ask the Health Expert. I do this 5 times a week, so make sure you never miss a show by going to subscribetojj.com.